What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight, and let's sign an ace.
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
Welcome back to the Orioles franchise, everybody, where we were not able to make the postseason. We ended up finishing third in the AL East and 4 games behind for the final wild card spot. But we did have some key injuries throughout the season, so it's a little bit tough. But we did everything that we possibly could. So we're there. We're heading to the offseason. We're going to get through the playoffs here shortly. But let's take a look at the awards. So for the AL, the MVP was Mike Trout, 331, 48 home runs, 116 RBIs. Looking like the stud that he is. Cy Young went to Garrett Cole. Batting title, Trout once again. Reliever of the award, Adam Simber with 52 saves. Rookie of the year, Robert Hinckley, 289, 30 home runs, 84 RBIs. He pretty much destroyed everybody else in the rookie competition there. So we have a stud on our hands for sure. The Hank Aaron Award goes to Mike Trout, and look at all the 19, 20, 21. All right, so he's the best hitter. Yeah, we get it, MLB, the show. Gold Glove pitcher goes to Andrew Moore. Gold Glove catcher, Chance Sisco actually ended up. He didn't have one error this year. That's pretty intense. Gold Glove for first base, Trey Mancini will retain his crown there. Second base, Kevin Biggio. Third base, Matt Chapman. But Reyna was actually third in the voting, so not too bad for a guy that was playing left field every so often. Gold Glove shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Gold Glove left field, the guy that we got in a trade, Tyler Naquin, will actually get it. Center field was Kevin Kiermaier. Right field, Aaron Judge. For the Silver Slugger Awards, DH JD Martinez hit 312, 39 home runs, 119 RBIs. But Hinckley in his rookie season was actually third. I'm not sure if he's going to be playing DH after that amazing robbing of a home run in center field. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Silver Slugger for catcher, Salvador Perez, but Chance Sisco was actually second. Okay. Silver Slugger first base, Daniel Vogelback, 323, 35 home runs, 112 RBIs. He had a really good season. Trey Mancini was second. Silver Slugger at second was Mike Moustakas, 248, 38 home runs, 103 RBIs. So we've had 2 of the last 3 Silver Sluggers at second base. Interesting. Silver Slugger at third base, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 317, 36 home runs, 114 RBIs, as he is with the Rays. Silver Slugger shortstop, Carlos Correa. And then the outfield is going to be Trout, Stanton, and Mitch Haniger, with Aaron Judge and Franmil Reyes being the other guys that have gotten voted in. And then the NL, the MVP was actually Walker Buehler, 20-6 with a 3.07 ERA and 262 strikeouts. Cy Young obviously had to go to him. He was the MVP. Batting title, Nick Castellanos, 333, 36 home runs, 97 RBIs. Didn't get to 100 RBIs. Interesting. Reliever of the year, Kyle Crick with 51 saves and a 1.89 ERA. That's pretty sharp. Rookie of the year went to Roberto Ramos, a first baseman for the Rockies, 288, 21 home runs, 79 RBIs. I don't think he was going to be able to beat out Hinckley there. Hank Aaron Award, Juan Soto. And then Gold Glove pitcher, Sanzatella. Gold Glove catcher, Wilson Ramos. First base, Freddie Freeman. Second base was Jurickson Profar. Third base, Manny Machado. Shortstop, Bo Bichette. Kyle Schwarber at left field. Ender Insarte in center. And Phillip Ervin there in right field. As for the Silver Slugger, oh yeah, the pitchers get this award too in the National League. That's fun. Jose Quintana with a 127 average, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. He had 2 home runs as a pitcher. Okay, yeah, you get it. Silver Slugger catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First base, Jose Abreu. Second base, Max Muncy. Third base, Colin Moran. 328, 27 home runs, 111 RBIs. That's kind of a surprise. Shortstop, Corey Seager. And then the outfield was Castellanos, Bellinger, Peralta with Acuna Jr. and Bryce Harper rounding that out. So what we need to do through this episode is we need to get through the playoffs, and then we will check the postseason MVP and postseason awards, and then we will jump over to the offseason. We have a couple of difficult decisions, but there's actually not a ton. There's a lot of minor league guys that are free agents this year. We might end up just letting them go, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. Let's get through the World Series playoffs here, just so we can see exactly who wins the title. So the Cubs will end up beating the Phillies in the wild card, and they will face the Washington Nationals. And then we got Pittsburgh and Los Angeles. And then over on the AL side, we have Houston and Kansas City. The winner of that will meet the Cleveland Indians. And then the other series is the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees. You've been waiting for that playoff berth, haven't you, Mariner fans? There it is. It's actually happened. So Kansas City will actually win the wild card against Houston. So KC will be going to Cleveland to start up that series. The Dodgers will take a 1-0 lead over the Pirates. And, I forgot about the Yankees taking a 1-0 edge over the Mariners. And then Kansas City actually took a 1-0 edge over Cleveland. Cleveland, don't bomb this. Over on the NL side, Pittsburgh did end up tying it up. And Washington and Chicago are at a 1-1 tie so far. And now every DS series is 1-1. Okay, these playoffs are getting a little bit exciting. Pittsburgh will take the 2-1 edge. Washington will also take the 2-1 edge in their series. And then Seattle actually will take a 2-game series over the Yankees. And the Indians have won 2 straight against the Royals. And Pittsburgh will end up going to the NLCS along with Washington, as they both wrapped up their series 3-1. The Indians will be going to the ALCS as they beat the Royals 3-1. And then the ALDS has a decisive Game 5. Okay, come on, Mariners, put away the Yankees. Put them away. They don't. Okay, so the Yankees will be in the ALCS once again, back-to-back years. So the ALCS is the Yankees versus the Indians, and the Pirates versus the Nationals. And we're going to have to skip because these series... I didn't even see that Washington... Okay, so Washington has a 2-game lead in the NLCS. The Yankees have a 1-game lead in the ALCS. And Cleveland will tie it up. Okay. Come on, somebody's got to put the Yankees out. Pittsburgh will get 1 win here and get the series to 2-1. And Cleveland will take a 2-1 series lead over there. Washington will actually take a 3-1 series lead. So the Nationals might end up in the World Series. It's going to be a little bit tight, but the Nationals will actually end up going to the World Series. Now they're looking over at the ALCS to see who can win that series. And right now it is tied 2-2. The Yankees will take Game 5 as they now have a 3-2 series lead. Come on, Indians, don't blow this for us. Don't blow it for us. And the Yankees will end up winning the ALCS 4-2 as they have back-to-back trips to the World Series. And now our hopes lie on the Nationals to beat the Yankees. Come on, somebody's got to beat the Yankees. We do not want to continue watching this BS. Okay, so the Yankees take a 1-game lead. They will take a 2-game lead. And off day there, they will take a 3-game lead. So the Nats are going to have to recover from a 3-0 start here. Well, they at least take Game 4. Can they take Game 5? They do not. The Yankees are now back-to-back World Series champs as they end up winning the 2021 World Series. So now we need to take a look at the awards real quick. See exactly who was the man. Luke Voit in the World Series hit .450 with 3 home runs and 4 RBIs. Whoa. That is insane. Oops, that went the wrong way, I think. There we go. So the postseason MVP on the National League side was Juan Soto, who hit .477, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. That's pretty fantastic. And for the AL side, it was Gleyber Torres, who hit .377, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. But look at Luke Voit, .316, 6 home runs, 14 RBIs in the playoffs. What a season for him. Good for him. I mean, at least it wasn't people like Stanton and Judge, but the Yankees are very tough. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing, but it is time to go to the off-season. Okay, my contract with the Orioles has ended. You will need to re-sign him or hire a replacement before the end of the season. My contract? Okay, the offseason is about to begin. You have 5 days to negotiate contracts with any players. I gotcha. Okay, you also have 5 days. Yeah, I gotcha. And let's take a look at the retired players for this year. So Urban Santana is gone. Sang-Wan Oh. Who else we got? Zach Greinke is done. It's actually from ability. I mean, was it really that ability? Oh, wow. 61 overall. And he didn't play at all. Okay. Fair enough. That makes sense. Anybody else that stands out to us? Okay, how about some of these free agents? Keegan Aiken, who is an Oriole right now. Sharon Armstrong, former Oriole. Okay, Gordon Beckham is done. Why is Gordon Beckham done? Oh, he's 57 in a D, that's why. Emilio Bonifacio. Oh no, Miggy has finally held it up. But he did actually play 2021. 338 average, 13 home runs. Okay. And poor free agent market. I mean, if you say so. Mark Canna's gone. It's always the free agents ones. Wai-Yin Chen, former O. Okay. Alec Dickerson. Okay. Alright. Nobody like too crazy. A couple people. Logan Forsythe is done. I mean, he's 35. Might be that time. Dustin Garneau. Gio is out. I mean, 70 overall B, but poor free agent market. Wasn't getting any play there. J. Happ for age. How old was he? 39 years old. Good lordy. Okay, anybody else? Jacoby Jones, who's having a great actual season. Brandon Kinsler is done. Wade LeBlanc. Okay, Russell Martin there. Anybody else? Pat Neshek. Come on. Any crazy people? Is Aaron Judge retired? That'd be great. Sergio Romo is done. Okay. Alright, nothing too crazy. Oh no, Tim Tebow! Tim Tebow is out. Never ended up making the majors. That's a shame. Edison Volquez, Neil Walker, Mason Williams, former O, Luis Isla, former O. Okay, nothing too crazy there. And, I mean, besides Miggy, but he's in the Hall of Fame. Good, really good, career for this man. 510 home runs. 314 was his average through his career. 52 steals. That's what sets him apart. That is why he is a Hall of Fame inductee. Alright, so it is time for the off-season. The first thing we have to do is try to go back after our farm guy, who actually is Charles Saldana. He was a guy, so I kind of want to go after him ASAP. So let's head to review staff. Let's go to farm director. And Saldana, I want to make you a very competitive offer. I want 4 years. He wants 1.5 a year. I think he deserves more than that. There we go. Something was going wonky. Yeah, 1.8. That seems pretty crazy. Let's give him 1.7. Let's make that offer. Should be. Ooh, he's not 100% okay with that. Okay, all right. We'll make it a little bit higher for you. He probably wants to be something other than a farm director. How about 1.8? Oh, that gets you topside. All right, I like it. Oh, Joe Madden, farm director for hire. I mean, shouldn't he be coaching? But okay, fine enough. And we have some exclusive free agent negotiations to look at as well. Yes, you don't have to give me the rundown. I know what I'm doing here. Okay, so Mike Minor is a free agent. He's qualified, 83 overall. He kind of was very up and down. We might end up letting him go to free agency and seeing if we can get a younger ace pitcher. I mean, we have money to spend. Let's spend it. Michael Givens, I don't think we're actually going to end up bringing him back after the season that he had. I think it's time just to kind of move on from him. And then Tommy Hunter getting up there in age. Didn't pitch terrible, but I do think it's time to move on. We did draft a lot of relief pitchers, and we have some pitchers that need their opportunity up here in the majors. So I think that is exactly what we're going to do. And let's continue to go day by day. And if Saldana signs, then we will show that. So it took just one day, and Charles Saldana does want to come back to the Orioles as a farm director for 4 years. So our farm is pretty much set, and we're still not going to give out any free agent negotiations. So we're actually going to sim over to Free Agency 1. Oh, this is kind of new for the show. I can actually rebrand the team, which we are not, but I mean that's fun. I like that. All right, today is the last day. Would you like to stop? No, I'm not putting any qualifying offers on, but thank you. Let's head to free agency here. So we only have 4 guys that need to be on the 40-man roster, and I don't see any of them being real big keys into what we need to be doing. We probably have a lot of arbitration. We have Naquin, which I think we could possibly take, and Zimmer's there. Reno, Yanoa means arbitration's going to be pretty tough. And then tender contracts, you see there we got Chris Cheek and Robert Hinckley. Might end up signing them to some bigger deals. And then free agency, the top ones are Lindor, Bryant, Seager, and Thor. Noah Syndergaard. Might end up taking a look at that. Who else do we have here in free agency after those guys? We got Kenley Jansen, Trevor Story. Whoops. Wanted to go down. J.D. Martinez. You're a Red Sox. Get out of here. Correa, Baez, Kluber, Salvador Perez, Davinsky, Abreu, McCullers. There's Givens, Chapman, Peralta. Okay, so starting pitcher-wise, what do we have? I mean, Syndergaard would be huge, but we would have to end up losing another second-round pick. So I'm not sure if that's going to be what we need to do. But there are no offers on the table, so we got to keep that in mind. And then Corey Kluber as well. Okay, interesting. Corey Kluber, how did he do last year? Let's see, 209 innings, 3.0 ERA, 1.18 WHIP, 15 and 11. That's awfully good. Okay. Well, we have some guys that we can actually go after to try to make as ace pitchers. But what we need to do first is offer some salary arbitration. I'll probably skip the majority of this. Okay, stop giving me all the tutorials. So, me and Yanoa, I think we are going to go with Naquin as well. I'm thinking of a outfield based off of Mookie Betts and right, and then Naquin in left, and Bradley Zimmer probably in center. I think that could be worth it, but I do kind of want to put some money into these guys first before we go after a pitcher. Richard Blyer, I'm not sure if we're going to go after him or not. Again, he has great stats, but every time we watch a pitch, he just blows it. There's Cisco Smith, Block, which are probably guys we're going to do, DJ Stewart, Ramos, and Wilk. Okay, so arbitration is probably we're going to offer to everybody except for probably Richard Blyer. And then contracts is easy. So let's see who we end up making some deals with. So we are going to offer a contract to Corey Kluber, 2-year, $26 million to be our ace. If he can come anywhere close to that 3 ERA, we got ourselves a very, very good ace pitcher. And the Orioles have signed Corey Kluber to a 2-year deal. So that is perfect. That's going to take care of our ace pitcher instead of minor. Hopefully he can have another good season. If he struggles this season, we might have to end up making a move, but it does give Grayson Rodriguez some more time down in AAA to really get his overall up and pitch and learn all the pitching mechanics he's going to need before he gets to the show. So that's all the offers we're actually going to make in free agency. Not a huge free agency spending spree. I mean, we still have 1.8 mil per week that we could play around with, but I don't think we necessarily have to. I feel like this team is very deep. I think the bullpen is going to get a little bit younger, but we do have a couple of bullpen guys in the minors that I think are just this close to being the MLB ready. And then I also want to see what happens with Gordon Labine coming up to AAA. So we might end up giving him part of that 40-man roster if our bullpen starts to struggle a little bit. So we're actually going to go to free agency 2 and see if we have anybody else that drops into our lap that we really want to go after. Alright, so we have entered free agency 2. There are a couple guys that are still available at the current moment, like Trevor Story, who does have an offer on the table at least. So does JD Martinez. Chris Archer actually doesn't have any offers, which is very interesting. Jock Peterson has a couple. Kane doesn't have any. Let's see if we end up making any deals. Okay, I looked around and there wasn't really anybody that I think was worth going after at this current moment. When we get to free agency 3, if there's still a couple guys that don't have any offers, maybe we do make an offer, see if they can end up making the team. Alright, so in free agency 3, there are still a couple of guys out there, but I don't think we are going to go after them. So we're actually going to go to free agency 4 and see what's still available. Alright, now we're in free agency 4, and free agency wise, still a couple guys up there, but I don't think we are going to bite on that. I do like where our budget is right now, which is 1.3 million per week, which then we can kind of store because we're going to have some pretty big deals coming up. Alright, so we do have a couple of unprotected players that could go in the Rule 5 draft. So we are going to jump in. I don't believe that we are going to take anybody this year, but there might be somebody that kind of tickles my fancy a little bit. So we will see. Let's continue all the way through. Nobody is taking anybody. I am going to take a look, see who is available. Oh, Ray Black. Oh, okay. Good. Oh, my goodness. Let me see if I can see anybody that is going to be worth it. I can tell you that there is nobody, so we are going to continue to go through. And yep, we know. And it doesn't look like anybody is grabbing anybody in this Rule 5 draft. So, no big deal there at all. And let's head over to the arbitration hearings, which we only have one, which is Stevie Wilkerson. So today was the arbitration hearing for Stevie Wilkerson, and they actually sided with Wilkerson, so he's actually going to get a $2.2 million payday. I did $750 because I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have done like one or something. So they're going to side with him for $2.2 million, and that's pretty much what he was asking for. So that's just another contract on our books, but I like Stevie Wilkerson and his utility spot. So that's where the off-season ends. We only really make one big deal, but the thing is, we actually kept the majority of our people together. We did lose Tommy Hunter, Richard Blyer, and Mike Minor, but I don't think that's going to hurt us. I think we actually upgraded from Mike Minor for Corey Kluber. But that's all the time that we have for this episode, and then when we come back, we will go through the preview and get through spring training. Thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight.